4:32 and new overnight, two men found dead, shot inside a newly listed $1 million home.
It happened on Markham Street near Greenway Plaza. Our Michelle Choi is there live this morning with what investigators know about this so far. Michelle?
Well, guys, homicide detectives are telling us the two men were actually dating and lived inside this lit up home back there. You're actually going to see a sold sign that is from a neighboring house. But guys, we're not sure if the two men are the actual homeowners, but we do know that detectives are out here investigating. They have been for several hours now. The medical examiner just arrived moments ago, but this is an investigation that began since 9:30 last night when police were called out to this home to check on the folks inside after a friend of the two men requested it, worried about them. When police got to the house, which is located just a block away from the intersection of Richmond and Wesleyan, they found two men inside dead, each suffering from a gunshot wound. They're now investigating this as a murder-suicide. Now, right now, police don't have a motive. They're not sure what exactly happened inside that house between those two men. We also have very limited info on who these guys are. That is something we're working on this morning to get and understand. But again, two men found dead from an apparent gunshot wound inside that house. And also another interesting piece of nugget, guys, that I wanted to let you know is this home behind me was recently listed for $1.5 million just a few days ago. Back to you.
Interesting. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Thank you, Michelle, very much.